Alright, this is going to be a little review for SillyReviews.com on the best damn football game ever made, ever. We're talking about 2K5, NFL2K5 by Sega Sports. This game came out in 2004, so that's what, 7+ years ago, going on 8 years ago, and I have yet to play another football game that came close to matching this. I have a sick amount of hours on my player profile of playing this game. I don't even want to share that info with you because it's kind of crazy to look at, but I've played months and months and months of accumulated hours on this game. It still holds up strong today. Like I said, better than any other football game that I've tried, and I've tried them all every year. Every year, disappointed. Go back to my firing up the old Xbox and playing 2K5. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of gameplay, and I'm going to show you some of my highlights on here, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So let's fire it up. Let's check out this intro for 2K5.
A special presentation from ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. 32 teams start the season with the same dream: get to the Super Bowl.
So you want to be a superstar? GP's that stuff in
Freaking dubstep beat on a 2004 video game. I don't know if you heard that.
ESPN NFL football start now.
That's a badass intro right there. Look at T.O. on the front. It's a badass intro. It shows gameplay, cutscenes, video footage, good music mashup, good editing. Gets you excited, gets you to want to play the game. So let's load it up. There we go, a little demo mode. Let's check this out.
Yeah, we'll see a man that amassed more receiving yards than anyone in the game a year ago. The second time he's done that.
Look at the presentation, Chris Berman. Everything's accurate when they do this. It adds so much to the game.
While the teams are out on the field getting loose, the fans are filing in and finding their seats for the game. Hello and welcome to Ralph Wilson Stadium. I'm Nancy. Peter O'Keefe is next to me in the booth, and Peter, we've got a couple of offensive powerhouses down on the field. No doubt about it, Dan. We could be.
I tell you what, if you were, let's say, walking through the mall past the video game store in Walmart and they had this on demo mode, whatever. I mean, look at this presentation. Better part of a decade is how long it's been since this game was made. You would stop and look. You would have to stop and look. Info. All right, here comes my game. Now check this out. If I wanted to prepare for the game, check it out. Go over to my scouting report. See what the Jets have done this season as far as statistically head-to-head matchup. Looks like we're a push. Positional scouting, and go ahead and look at everybody that they have. Look at friggin' Patrick Ramsey on here. If I want to go to opponent analysis and check out their passing offense, I'll see their stars on offense. I get some little helpful tips down there, the ratings that they have. Rush defense. Look at my run support, 103. So, awesome feature. We're just going to skip all that, and we're going to go right to the game.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN. Week 11 of the NFL on ESPN is coming your way, and we can just about see the playoffs coming over the horizon. We should have a pretty good one here.
Look at Chris Berman. He's already telling us how, the playoff picture's starting to shape up because I'm on week 8 or 9. You're kind of getting heads or tails
The fans are
of who's doing what.
their seats, those who really own those seats, as we get set to begin this exciting game. Greetings from Jet Stadium, everybody. I'm Dan Stevens. By my side, Mr. Peter O'Keefe. Peter, we've got a heck of a showdown coming up today. On one side, a running back who's capable of single-handedly taking over a game, and on the other side, an inside linebacker with a penchant for crushing hits and stuffing the run.
No doubt about it, dude. Dane Tomlinson isn't only after his impressive speed.
Check it out. They're showing LT stats from last year. It's funny he's on the Jets.
The other end of the field stands a player who
They just showed the 2 biggest stars on each team, and they're talking about what they can do. That's amazing.
entire league. He's just an all-around talent and a supreme competitor. And a guy like that can get it done in so many ways.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins, but first, the toss of the coin.
One thing about the commentators on here, you never hear them saying stupid shit. Like, one thing on Madden that bothers the hell out of me every year is the commentators, they say shit that doesn't even go with the game, or they keep saying the same shit over and over and over. I've been playing this game for the better part of a decade now, and I still hear new shit coming out from them that I've never heard before. It's amazing. Like, they really packed this game in with just the best commentating I've ever heard in a football game, and it never bothers me. I've never turned them down.
Who's the opening kickoff?
All right, one thing about this game, kick returns, damn near impossible to break one. I think I've only returned 2 kickoffs out of tens of thousands of kick returns. It's all right. I'm just going to let you listen into drive on offense and drive on defense. Hopefully we can get some scores in.
The Saints offense will start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
Bowler threw a nice pass past the coverage. He got the completion. Tough throw, but an accurate throw.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Ball is at the 35. It's a bunch on the play, and that will bring up first down.
You just heard that guy. I love hearing him. It just broke off a big run. I'm playing at the Jets, and that guy in the stands wasn't too happy about it. He just let out a big boo. The boo birds are out already. Do that real quick. Did a good job of breaking this one tackle right here with a stiff arm. Now look at my fullback. Fullback made a block, and he's hustling. I have a real good fullback on this team. He's hustling. He's not done yet. He's going to come downfield. He's going to help me out some more. There it is.
He connects at the 19, and he's in for the touchdown.
I'm doing a little dirty bird on him. I have a random animation set up.
Why do we have this urge?
So I wish this was a home game so you could hear the music. maybe I'll go a little soft on them on defense. Let them get a...
There's the signal, and we're ready. Malone kicks this one away. Cox fields the kickoff at the 2.
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Freeman was the offense back a few yards with a terrific sack in the backfield back there.
And only 2 losses in a row.
Oh, shit.
The Jets will start.
All right, let's see what the computer defense is going to do against me.
Picks up about 2, and that brings up 7.
One thing to notice, their first play is a run. Now they're down 7-0, and they ran the ball. One thing I hate about other video games, Madden in particular, once you get a lead on them, whoa, why'd they stop running? This game doesn't do that.
On the play.
Dude throwing out popcorn or peanuts. That dude didn't pay for them. That's something that's bothered me for like 7 years. The guy never pays for...
Great execution.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. Saints are out in front, 7-0.
Let's just go ahead and give up a touchdown. Do a field goal block.
Numbers prove it.
He should audible into a deep pass. Oh, we already had one. There it is.
Throws a big high and it's cut for the score.
Wide open on that play, man. Makes you wonder what the dude is doing.
That's his first touchdown of the day.
And I think he's a guy you can count on to make those end zone catches. Sets a high standard for himself, and he used...
This will fly out of bounds at the 20 on the field, and we'll start this drive at the low 23-yard line. Goes in motion. Tomlinson heaves this off.
Offensive coordinator.
And it would be a first down.
Those last year numbers are solid.
Ramsey throws a bullet, and he's shooting the speed for first and more. Hunted down at the 18. That will bring up first down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you. 20-yard line. Ramsey just...
And Reed targeted the ball carrier early. Didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's got the first down and a whole lot. Ramsey. Dawson from 26 yards out, and it's through the uprights. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Jets are out in front, 13-7. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Okay, Dana, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Jets should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Kyle Bowler is back to throw as they want to air it out here. This one is right on target. A 43-yard touchdown for the Saints. The Saints get the first points of the game and go up by 7. Jets later on in the second quarter, the Jets already inside field goal range. Patrick Ramsey would find his target on this one. A 29-yard touchdown for the Jets. Saints still in the second quarter. Game time, 7-all. Kyle Bowler would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Jets, middle of the second, Rashawn Woods found a soft spot on the defense and it worked to his advantage. That set up a 30-yard field goal. Jets out in front, 10-7. Patrick Ramsey connected with his man on this one. That set up a 26-yard field goal. And that's where we'll leave this one. Jets are holding on to a lead, 13-7. Now let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. Patrick Ramsey has played outstanding. And now let's return to the second half with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound.
All right, we're fast forwarded here. Fourth quarter, minute 44 left. I've got all my timeouts. I'm about to get a punt. LT has been killing me. Stupid Patrick Ramsey's been coming up with passes. And it's a two-possession game right here, and I need two-point conversions. Let's see if I can pull off something miraculous. Gotta love this game. Started stacking the line on Tomlinson, and freaking Ramsey just started dumping them off on me. And I haven't had an answer, really. So let's see if I can maybe come up with one now.
Down for a big loss.
That's tackle number 6 for him. Good game so far.
Definitely.
Testudo lines up for the punt. Testudo gets the ball and punts it away. Party fields the punt at the 20. Stunned at the 26.
Party didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Saints start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:17. Knight goes in motion. Bowler airs this one to the left sideline.
Oh, shit.
20, 10, and touchdown. They're setting up for the onside kick. Malone bounces it up.
Fuck.
Tomlinson gets it off the bounce.
Fuck.
Ball.
Fuck me.
Cox is at the 20. The Saints start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 7.
Check go! Check go! 21! Check go! 21! Check go! Check go! 21! Check go!
Fuck me.
And that will do it for tonight's game. The Jets come out on top, 33-22. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
One is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Jets stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's start this on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. LaDainian Tomlinson got the ball here, and it was a defensive meltdown. He's got lots of space ahead. A 77-yard touchdown for the Jets. The Jets now up by 13. Knight finds an opening here, and he was off. Jets up by 13. Patrick Ramsey would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. They move ahead by 16. The Saints on defense, Fleming would turn things around. Big shift in momentum here as he pounced on a fumble. The defense recovers. Saints behind 23-7. Gannon was was definitely a key as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. A 41-yard play that set up a Jet touchdown. The Jets have opened it up and now lead by 23. The Saints answering right back. The Saints in control at the 44. Number 89 had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. A 29-yard play that set up a Saint touchdown. Saints trailing by 16. Schultz came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. They climb back into the game, now down by 8. The Jets come right back. Cox is going to take this one to the outside. And once he gets the corner, hits out footprint. That set up a 38-yard field goal. And that's where we'll leave this one. Jets win this one 33-22. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game. It is our player of the game. LaDainian Tomlinson is on the sidelines with Susie Collins. Susie?
Thanks, Chris. You transcended the competition today, and you were instrumental in helping your team snag the win. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
Today's win was huge. The coaches, man, it's all about the coaches. If it wasn't for our coaching staff out here, we wouldn't have got it done. So I give a lot of credit to the coaches. They were a big edge in winning this game today.
Back to you, Chris.
With that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. Have a great day. Okay, Dana, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Jets should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Kyle Bowler is back to throw as they want to air it out here. And this one is right on target. A 43-yard touchdown for the Saints. The Saints get the first points of the game and go up by 7. Jets later on in the second quarter. The Jets already inside field goal range. Patrick Ramsey would find his target on this one. A 29-yard touchdown for the Jets. Saints still in the second quarter. Game time, 7-all. Kyle Bowler would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Jets, middle of the second, Rashawn Woods found a soft spot on the defense and it worked to his advantage. That set up a 30-yard field goal. Jets out in front, 10-7. Patrick Ramsey connected with his man on this one. That set up a 26-yard field goal. And that's where we'll leave this one. Jets are holding on to a lead, 13-7. Now let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. Patrick Ramsey has played outstanding. And now let's return to the second half with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in...
All right, Dan, thank you. So this one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games post-game show. I'm Chris Berman. The Jets stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's start this on the first play from scrimmage in the second half. LaDainian Tomlinson got the ball here, and it was a defensive meltdown. He's got lots of space ahead. A 77-yard touchdown for the Jets. The Jets now up by 13. Knight find an opening here, and he was off. Jets up by 13. Patrick Ramsey would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. They move ahead by 16. The Saints on defense, Fleming would turn things around. Big shift in momentum here as he pounced on a fumble. The defense recovers. Saints behind, 23-7. Gannon was definitely a key as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. A 41-yard play that set up a Jet touchdown. The Jets have opened it up and now lead by 23. The Saints answering right back. The Saints in control at the 44. Number 89 had to work to find an opening, but he was able to haul this one in. A 29-yard play that set up a Saint touchdown. Saints trailing by 16. Schultz came up with a big play as he was able to pull this one in. They climb back into the game, now down by 8. The Jets come right back. Knox is going to take this one to the outside. And once he gets the corner, it's a footprint. That's another 38-yard field goal. And that's where we'll leave this one. Jets win this one 33-22. Now let's talk to a player who was instrumental in their dominant running game and is our player of the game. LaDainian Tomlinson is on the sidelines with Susie Collins. Susie?
Thanks, Chris. You transcended the competition today, and you were instrumental in helping your team snag the win. What do you think was vital to your team's success today?
Today's win was huge. The coaches, man, it's all about the coaches. If it wasn't for our coaching staff out here, we wouldn't have got it done. So I give a lot of credit to the coaches. They were a big edge in winning this game today.
Back to you, Chris.
With that, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman.
All right, every week you can go through once you finish out the week, you can right-click the thumbstick, the right thumbstick, and watch the highlights for the week presented by Chris Berman. Check it out.
Chris Berman. Get a lot of games to cover. Let's get at it. In our first game this week, we had the Chargers walk away with a 6-point victory. The Jaguars won this contest, but will stay in third place in the AFC South. The Cowboys dropped yet another game and are really struggling on and off the field. Well-dressed Amani Toomer had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Eagles beat the Rams. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Pain sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. A broken elbow is the culprit. He's out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Santana Moss won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. X-rays confirming the original diagnosis. It's a broken ankle, and that'll keep him out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now the big story of the day. Torrey Holt is going to find himself on the shelf, and that will be a major blow to his team. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Saints, Jets. LaDainian Tomlinson finds some running room on this one. Then it was off to the races. The Jets win this one by the final score of 33-22. In a long-standing NFC rivalry, we had the Buccaneers pick up win number 7. In the land of the crab cakes, Baltimore, we had the Ravens convincingly win by 15. Down in Nashville, we had the Titans end up on the right side of an 11-point game. Bengals, Giants. Kurt Warner surveys the defense in the 25. Extra receiver is split out. That's the tight end. Even though he's got double coverage, heads to the corner, touchdown. What a throw. The Giants go on to win this by the final score of 42-39. The Steelers' defense held their opponents to under 150 passing yards in their win at Heinz Field. The Lions lost on the road, but will get to head home and meet the Chargers. The Bills won this contest, but will stay at the first place in the AFC East. Bears, Chiefs. Troy Fleming is taking over the defense behind the quarterback at the old 14-yard line. There he goes with a beautiful spin. Celebrate and touchdown. The Chiefs win this one by the final score of 28-21. Derek Mason stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Hart had over 50 yards receiving and helped his Patriots beat the Falcons. And in our final game, we had the Seahawks come away victorious. So that'll just about do it. But before we go, I'm going to toss out a few game balls to my prime-time players. Each and every one of these men had a week to remember. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studio. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.